Good morning, everyone. It is time to visit with our favorite type of creature. We're talking about animals, and we're talking about the Animal Rescue League of Iowa. We have William Wallace joining us in studio right now, and William is the expert when it comes to these small creatures like this and the exotic animals. He's the coordinator over at the ARL, and you brought a very, and again, I love the look of these guinea pigs.
Right, guinea pigs can be fun. I mean, they come in a lot of different hair types or different
so which particular hair type is this one here then?
So he'd be what's called an Abyssinian. They tend to have kind of these crazy cowlicks all over the place, and they just kind of have that fun look about them.
Kind of like a little red mohawk going on.
A little bit, yep. Sometimes they actually will just have kind of the cowlicks by the head, and it looks like they've got a mohawk, and the rest of them's kind of smooth, but this guy's got it all over the place.
Okay, who did you bring in today?
Fun.
So this is Filbert. He's probably about 2 years old.
Nice.
But he is available for adoption out at our West Des Moines location.
All right.
He's one of many guinea pigs that we get in every single year. They're probably, of the small critters, the one we get in the most of.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we probably get in 200, 250 of these guys every single year.
And what is the reason for getting so many of those in?
It's mostly just because they're a super popular pet. Any pet store you go to is going to have guinea pigs. So they're just readily available. So because they're so readily available in the market, they tend to end up in shelters.
Okay, the care and maintenance of an animal like this, what do people need to keep in mind?
So luckily, these guys are relatively simple. I do recommend them for like young children as a starter pet because of how simple they are. But they have a relatively simple diet: hay, pelleted food, fruits and veggies as treats, of course. They're not going to be one that you can litter box train or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. Does mean you have to clean the cage a bit more frequently. But if you have like a nice loose particulate bedding, like a recycled paper bedding, or even just like bits of towels or fleece, it makes cleaning that pretty simple because you just kind of take it out, shake it out, put a new one in, not too involved. Otherwise, these guys do live around 3 to 5 years depending on care, and they're just really easy to handle. They're not likely to bite. They're pretty mellow.
So not a super long lifespan of these animals?
No,
right?
Longer than something like a mouse or a hamster, let's say, which is a couple years, but not as long as, say, a rabbit, which is, a decade you're looking at having as an animal you have to care for.
Absolutely. Just an adorable little creature.
Really
He's
cool.
very inquisitive this morning and checking us out. Okay, so let's talk about some other animals. You mentioned bunnies and things like that. And you guys are helping us out with a special occasion coming up.
Yep, so we are doing our Bunny Spawn Piggy Pampering. That is coming up here a week from tomorrow. It's going to be on the 28th of September. It is going to be running from noon till 2 at our main location.
Now, what does that all entail?
So what that is an event where you can bring in either your guinea pigs or your rabbits. Doesn't have to be adopted from us. And for $5 per service, we'll do things like nail trims for them.
Which a lot of people don't realize, and you really do have to keep up with this. I'm going to stand up here for a second. I want to show Filbert's nails here. Take a look at these nails. And look how long
Looking nice, Filbert.
They look good. You don't want to paint them, but you really need to trim these down, and it's a trick to trim these down, and you guys are really good at doing that too. So rather than you taking a chance and injuring the animal, let the experts do it.
Right. We've got plenty of experience on it. I've been doing this particular event for about 5 years now, doing the nail trim specifically, so got plenty of experience there. But yeah, they do have nails that constantly grow, so it's good to keep up on them. And about every other month, which is when we have the event, is about a good time.
And that's for guinea pigs and rabbits both, but the rabbits in particular, something else that you do too, the pampering with the rabbits, you take a look at their ears too.
Yep, that's
and
one
this
of the
is
things
really, really important. If you have rabbits, you need to know this, or maybe just have a rabbit, you need to keep this in mind.
Yep, because their ears can get pretty dirty because they've got such long ear canals, down deep, can get kind of dirty and you can't even see it all the time. So it's important to stay up on that before it becomes an issue.
They can become infected like that. It really is an issue if you have rabbits. We had about 50 of them at one time. So it does happen a lot if you don't stay on top of it.
Especially for like the lop-eared rabbits. Definitely got to stay up on that.
Let's talk about another animal that you guys always seem to have quite a few of that we want to make sure find forever homes, and that's our kitty cats out there.
Yep.
And we have one that we want to feature this morning. I believe this is Max.
Yep,
Max.
So Max is the cat, of course, to talk about. He is about 11 years old. He's definitely a cuddler. He likes to kind of have things on his terms and come up and cuddle with you, more laid back and relaxed. He's not a huge fan of loud noises or fast movements.
Okay.
So maybe not a home with younger children. A more mature home, I think, would be best for him. He is front declawed as well. If you are interested in meeting him, he is actually in our Shelter Cat Getaway program right now, which is a foster program.
Yep.
So you just find the link for him on our website, and there is actually a link to click on to communicate with the coordinator for that and arrange that time for you to come in and meet with him.
All right, awesome.
Love it.
Another big event that you are having, the main event is happening in a couple of weeks.
Yep, that is our kind of premier event for horses at the Animal Rescue League. We will have it up at our main location in our horse arena. It's going to be running on October 3rd from 6 to 8. Start out with kind of like a cocktail hour. There's going to be a silent auction and then some games and dancing, things like that. So it's more of a social hour, but it is one of our big fundraisers for horses.
All right, that is great. And then you have the dog jog coming up this weekend too.
Yep, on the 22nd. That is going to be another one of our fun dog events. We obviously have been talking about it for some time. It's a good fundraiser. We always recommend, come out, see. Even if you don't bring a dog, you can still kind of be part of the going around, getting the beverages and having fun and all that.
Show your support.
Absolutely.
Right, exactly.
Animals of all shapes and sizes. You guys are helping us out in so many different ways, but you love the little ones, don't you?
I do. I mean, how can you not love this?
And tell everybody
Such a
where
great
you're located
face.
at.
So currently I am located up at our main location.
Okay.
We had previously had all of our small animals down at our Southridge location, but due to having to kind of move out of that location, everything's been absorbed into our main one right
Good
now.
to know.
Okay,
Okay.
back at the main. Okay.
But don't forget about the West Des Moines location, just a hop, skip, and a jump from where we're located, actually, off of 22nd. So a couple
Iowa
different
Pet
places,
Foods.
and that's where this little guy's
That's where
hanging
Filbert
out.
would be, yep.
Yeah.
Iowa Pet Foods and Seascapes is where you're going to see Filbert. So Filbert needs a home.
He's cute.
So somebody's going to, Filbert, you're going to get a home here before today's over, okay? Okay, that's the whole idea. William, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Again, if people want details on any of the wonderful things we've been talking about today, where should they go?
They can go to our website at arl-iowa.org.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us today.
All right, 19 minutes past 7 o'clock. We'll be right back.